Expansion. The Vikings originally started in Iceland, but they started to move to Norway and Sweden and raided those cities. The term Viking means raiders or Norse people or Norsemen, but we're just going to call them Vikings. There was a nation up north called Norse Romania. They were formed when the Romans were kicked out of Britain and the Anglo-Saxons went into England and made other states like North Romania. But one of the islands, which was the recorded first raided place by the Vikings, and the Vikings threw treasures and killed people across the city. According to some accounts, the Anglo-Saxon accounts said that the Vikings had a huge army. But down in France, there's West Francia, Middle Francia, and East Francia. They were made when Charlemagne's empire died, and he had three brothers which split Charlemagne's empire. And the Vikings were now starting to raid Normandy and Brittany. And the French or East Francia gave them a gift, or West Francia gave them a gift and had them have Normandy, which Normandy means the Norsemen. And the Vikings needed to expand their territories, also raided Ireland. So they did, and they went to Estonia and only lost 47 warriors while fighting a battle. And they formed the Kievan Rus. And the Kievan Rus was a Viking colony in Russia. Basically, the Kievan Rus is basically modern day Russia, but smaller than Russia. But back in England, the Vikings were now starting to raid Britain, and the king of a nation fled to Italy where he would die. And Mercia fell to the Vikings, and the Vikings had a giant empire, even starting to raid Angleterre. And then the Vikings started to raid the Abbasid Caliphate, or the Umayyad Caliphate. And there's even Vikings in North Africa, and they killed people in North Africa. But in the Kievan Rus, there was a bunch of gold and rivers, and the Vikings were now rich, rich, and rich. But back in England, the last kingdom was the Kingdom of Wessex, defended by Alfred, or King of Alfred, which was King of Wessex, and he repelled Viking attacks. It was until the Viking king died, a bunch of Vikings were now Christians. Later on, the Wessex would start to invade Danewall, which was Vikings. So when he invaded all, they allied with Mercia, and the natives were now attacking Viking lands and took it.